time to get going again. Unfortunately, the weather is a little better, and we can actually see this time. Yeah, so fingers crossed we should be okay today. Yeah, looks like the clouds are giving us a bit of a gap between them and the tops of the mountains, so we should be okay by the look of it. We're heading south on this trip, which is possibly one of the longest journeys on this South Fiordland Express route tour. And we'll need to cross a few mountain ridges. I think they're all a similar kind of height, so we'll probably be fine. But if it gets worse, then we're not very far from the coast and could descend and fly south over the water instead. So even if we had to do that rather than flying direct, it's not much of a detour, so it won't be a problem. Anyway, it's slightly annoying few days. As you may have noticed, I uploaded the X-Plane 12 New Zealand thing at the X-Plane.org forum. And in the comments for that, there was some guy who complained that one of my airports had a virus attached to it. So that was a little puzzling, so I scanned the copy on my PC and didn't find anything. Downloaded the airport from Mega myself and scanned that too, but basically doing things to try and replicate the problem, but nothing at all. Everything worked for me, no sign of a virus or anything that shouldn't be there, but just in case something had got corrupted in the upload and was giving a false positive for this guy, I deleted the airport from Mega and uploaded a fresh one, so, doing what I can to help. And I also suggested that as I know people have downloaded everything, and I'm not getting a flood of complaints about viruses, that would indicate there isn't actually a virus. So perhaps his certain computer setup or type of browser that might not work well with Mega. So maybe it was something he was doing to get the false detection, and then all his comments were suddenly deleted. So why they disappeared, I can only think of three things. Site moderators dropping into my thread uninvited and deleting the comments from just that one guy. Yeah, that makes no sense at all, so I think we can say that didn't happen. Secondly, I'm not sure if I can delete comments myself from my own uploads. And I don't know that because, good or bad, all comments might be useful for somebody, so certainly nothing will ever get deleted by me. Which therefore leaves... we found him. Which therefore leaves option 3, which is the guy deleted his own comments. And as my scenery seems fine for everybody else apart from him, I'm guessing he finally realised that he was doing something stupid himself and causing his own problems, and he then deleted his comments to avoid looking like an idiot and having to admit that. Now that option seems plausible where the other two don't, so I'm guessing that is the reason why his comments disappeared from the thread. So the annoying bit is not him posting something in the first place, even if he'd posted something really negative. I want you lot to have the best experience you can with my scenery. So whatever somebody says about it, or me personally, I don't care, and I'll always try and help to resolve things if I can, like I was trying to with this bloke. Yeah, so the annoying bit is not him making the comment, it's the fact that he deleted it, because that means that if somebody else ever has a similar issue and does a search, there's nothing to find now. Compare that to somebody else in the thread who had an issue with the Rescue X library. I replied with some help. He posted again afterwards to say, yep, that worked, thanks very much. So there it is. Problem and a solution right there in writing, and it could be just what another user may be looking for and might find in the future. And I know that does happen because a few weeks ago I got a notification on the forum that somebody had tagged me in a thread. So I clicked on it to see what that was, and it was an answer I gave to a question about 3 years ago. Now, this guy had done a Google search, found what I'd said, and my answer is still relevant today with Explain 12, so he was just saying thanks to me. So there it is, proof that having problems and solutions on the org forum are useful to people. With this first guy, whatever he'd done wrong and was making a mess of, there's no record of it now. And in case somebody else does exactly the same thing in the future, I don't know what the issue was or what he did to be able to offer that advice to the new person. So yeah, don't delete anything from my threads. Good, bad or ugly, it might be useful for somebody, so grow up, own your own mistakes, and it might help other people out. Sadly I can't remember the guy's username, so I can't even send him a private message to ask, so that bit of information about what he was doing has now been lost forever. That's mildly annoying. Anyway, nearly here. So the SF Express paperwork says for your next delivery you need to go to Brenda's place, as one of the people who works there is the next winner. My wife loves knitting, so she often shops at Brenda's and may well know who it is. Oh, it must be either Brenda or Leslie or Ethel, or the one with the Eastern European accent who sometimes quietly disappears abroad for a few days but never talks about where she's been. The name is on the winner's package, so I'm sure you can work it out, so head for Pandora River and make the delivery. Here we go. It's not too bad of a runway, so hopefully we'll be okay. Yeah, that didn't feel too bad. Yeah, it's not the flattest or most level runway you're ever going to land on, but yeah, when I do that top 10 most dangerous landings video at the very end of this tour, yeah, this place isn't going to make it, is it? It's quite easy, really. Oh, by the way, if you are watching the whole series, you may remember, I think it was 2 videos ago, where I surprised myself by turning up at a location and realising that the airfield that was there wasn't the one that I thought it was going to be. Well, this is actually the place I was thinking of at the time, so yeah, we've got here eventually. So just go up to the apron, which is over here on the left hand side. And here is Brenda's knitting supplies shop. Well, just need to find out who the lucky winner is now. Brenda, Leslie, Ethel, or the mysterious Eastern European one who I believe owns a high-powered sniper rifle with a silencer. Maybe she likes hunting, I don't know.